If I were to tell you that we're discussing an essential oil that you're either in love with or not so much, and it's an herb, I bet you could figure out what oil we're going to talk about today. So stick around to find out. You're listening to the Essential Oil Scoop podcast. We're here to help you confidently using essential oils in your daily life. No fluff, just real talk and practical tips. Each episode brings you education, inspiration, and of course, our scoop of the day. Let's elevate your wellness one drop at a time. Sarah, isn't that true though? You're either in love with this herb, aka essential oil we're going to talk about, or no. I am team yes right now.
I am too. And okay, here's another weird thing that some people will tell you about this herb, just if we're going to give a little hint. Some people say it tastes like soap.
Yeah, I've heard that too. I don't taste that. I just taste the deliciousness that
I
is
want to know what
cilantro.
kind of soap they're using.
What is it? Maybe it's like that Ivy or that really, really bad soap for you that we grew up with in the 80s and 90s. I don't know. Who
I
knows?
don't I don't know, but it does not taste like soap to me. So, whatever.
Yeah, cilantro though, friends. If you didn't pick it up, that's what we're putting down. We're highlighting cilantro essential oil in this episode because it is the essential oil of releasing control. And I don't know about you, but it's definitely beneficial, not just for your immune system, but for your emotions as well. But before we do that, before we get into the wheelhouse of emotions, Sarah and I want to highlight some of the really beneficial reasons why you would want to tap into cilantro.
Like cilantro has so many different things, and if you're not using it physically, if you're only using it emotionally, I invite you to use it for physical issues. And if you're not using it for if you're not using it for if you're only using it for physical and not emotional, I invite you to step into that space as well.
Mhm,
But if you're not using it at all, if it's in your collection collecting dust, let's talk about how to use it because it's
mhm.
amazing.
Yeah, it
All
is.
right.
There's this list, Sarah, is a lot longer than I remember it being. And I, I love cilantro. Again, give me cilantro on my tacos any day long. But as far as the oil, it's been underutilized. I'm not gonna lie, can't make that up. So I'm learning along with you again on how to incorporate it. One of the things that stuck out to me right now is the allergies that are going on in springtime.
Yeah, those seasonal threats, man, they're killer,
Hmm.
killer. And so if you struggle with that, you may want to dabble with this. You may want to play with
Hmm.
this. Put some over your liver on the bottoms of your feet. And seriously, it's going to help to reduce some of the allergy toxins. Well, it reduces, so let's talk about the body for a second. It reduces the liver toxicity so you can process the allergens better with your body. I
Hmm.
hope that's more clarifying.
Hmm.
Um, I love that it helps it's going on that whole toxicity thing. It helps with a heavy metal detox and radical free radical damage. So if that's something that's interesting to you, or maybe you're finding out more information about that, I would invite you to use cilantro in a capsule and start using that on a regular basis while you are trying to do some detoxing in your body
And
because it's
and
powerful.
on the detoxing conversation right now, because yes, apparently it is very good for detox. We've already talked about liver and kidney toxicity. This would be great if you apply it topically. But then it goes down to body odor, Sarah. Did you see that? I was like, huh. And sometimes our body is going to release unpleasant odors when we are going through detox, when we are ridding our body of things that it doesn't need to hold on to. Now, if you've been in our circle for a while, we've talked about the 90-day reset. Actually, our team has just started a whole new one, and we're so excited. New meaning it just started today, as far as those people that are ready to do the 90-day detox. So if you want more information about that, holler and we'll hook you up. But the body odor and the book, when I say the book, friends, get on YouTube, take a picture of this. I have blur on, but it's the Essential Life book. It is an amazing tool. And in this book, it says take in a capsule. So if you're already doing it for a head support and heavy metal detoxing, You're going to do this and it's going to help with that body odor. Yeah,
I
why
think about
not?
it, like body odor generally comes from a buildup of,
Toxins?
yeah, I was gonna say crap, but yeah,
Yeah,
in our
crap works too.
our bodies. And so we
Mhm,
expel it, and our sweat and our sebaceous glands will expel some of that, and it will make us a little bit more stinky and a little bit more rank. So,
mhm.
um, that's just something to think about, I guess. Like how much do you want to think about that? But you think about that. Also helps with gas, bloating, and constipation.
Right? I was thinking I could have used this last night. I was so bloated last night. I could
Yeah,
have used this.
and I wish I'd given this to my family this past weekend. I was telling Vicky about a little car trip we went on, and holy Hannah, one of my children had some nasty gas going on, and we are like, what died inside of you? You know, it was bad.
Yeah.
Would have loved to have given her this on her stomach, but I honestly don't think I ever knew that it was good for bloating, constipation, and gas. I don't think that was ever something
Mm-mm.
that I had known about cilantro. Heavy metals, yes. Toxicity, yes. But gas and
Mhm.
bloating, nope, no clue.
Mhm.
I we're learning right along with you sometimes.
Yeah, I just love this. And I love this reference book, Sarah. Like, again, this is one of our favorite tools. You and I probably open it at least 10 times a week just to figure out what we can use and how to use it. Because we don't have to know it all. That's the beauty of it. We get to relearn every single time our resources tell us. And if you love cilantro, do yourself a favor and crack open that bottle of essential oil. Get it if you don't have it. You could, mine's in my kitchen. I have two bottles, but one's in my kitchen and one's behind me in my office. But cooking with it, oh my gosh, yes. It is so good. And guess what? You don't need a drop or two. You need like a toothpick method situation, depending on what you're doing.
Yeah. Oh, I put a drop. I do put a drop, but that's a big pot of rice. So I'll make a lime cilantro rice,
Can you put
and
that
I
in the
only
show
use
notes, please?
oils. I just use the oils. I don't even put any. Mm-hmm. So I discovered this one day when I was trying to make lime cilantro rice for dinner, and I realized I didn't have any more cilantro. So I grabbed my bottle and I was like, well, what's the worst case scenario? It tasted amazing.
Okay. You know I'm Filipino. You know I eat rice almost every single day. What?
Mhm.
How many cups of rice is this? I'm gonna elevate my rice like after we're done.
I want to say it was like, so when I'm cooking my rice, I want to say it was like 3 cups of dry rice, right? So
Yeah, 3 cups of dry for your family. Yeah, that's and you use 1 drop of cilantro and then 1 drop of lime.
I did 2 drops of lime.
Okay, one is cilantro and 2 drops
I
of lime.
but I like a good lime flavor in my,
Me too.
so you do you, but yeah, I put it in when I'm putting it in to cook in with my, I do rice in my Instapot. I do brown rice in my Instapot. Okay. So full disclosure, I do rice in my Instapot and put it on the rice setting, and I just put it in with the water.
Oh my
So when
gosh.
you're
I'm
adding the water,
thinking like, girl, I'm not even hungry and now I want lime cilantro rice.
cilantro rice. Mhm.
All I'm thinking of is those bread bowls, not bread bowls, those rice bowls from what you call it?
Chipotle
Yes.
or um
Hmm.
the
I
other
don't know.
place that we love.
Yeah, I
Trying to
can't
think.
think of it right now either. But Chipotle, basically, you could create your own Chipotle bowl, whatever they
Mhm.
call it.
Yeah, my girls do that. So what we'll do is we do the lime rice once a week. We portion it out, and then you
Uh-huh.
can do like your chicken or your carne asada, whatever you're gonna do, like whatever
Yeah, your
meat.
protein, put your
And so we
beans.
section it all out, and then we have it in the rice in bowls. We put it in the refrigerator, and then you can just use whatever toppings, and we have the toppings right there, and you can put them in and then heat it up. And there's your lunches for like,
Shut the front door.
I don't
I'm
want to say
so
a week
excited.
because it doesn't last a week. But like for a few days, you can have your ready to go Chipotle bowls, basically,
I
burrito
am so
bowls.
doing this for my husband.
It's
He's
a
going to love
simple,
this.
easy. And did you know that doing rice, cooking rice, and then refrigerating or freezing it actually brings down the glycemic index on it when you reheat
Yep.
it?
Mm-hmm.
So it makes it healthier?
Healthier. Yeah. Like take that with a grain of salt, but on the glycemic index for
Mhm.
yes. Mm-hmm. Oh my gosh. Well, I'm not sorry we went on this tangent. I'm just really excited that now you just like blew my mind up to the fact that I have not been putting cilantro and lime into my rice. I'm
Oh
so
yeah,
excited.
it's such a good easy hack. It
Mm,
elevates your rice if you're just looking for just a little bit. And if you want to even elevate it a little bit more and all you want to do is have like an easy rice dish, you can put a
mm-hmm.
drop of cumin if you have a little bit of cumin.
Mm-hmm.
Some people have cumin oil. It was a like special a long time ago. Some people,
Use it
Sarah,
sparingly.
got a lot of bottles of cumin and I use it very, very preciously, but it's good. It's so good. It'll give you that
Wow.
flavor without giving you a whole lot of extra.
Well, I'm looking forward to doing that, but also I'm loving the reminder of the liver and kidney toxicity specifically.
Mhm.
So taking it internally and then using Revitazine and cilantro with my castor oil over my liver and kidneys.
Yeah, it's a good idea. Also,
Hmm.
I love when they were talking about it's really good for fungal and bacterial infections and candida. So if that's something you're
Mm-hmm.
struggling with, if you are struggling with a candida overgrowth, which causes a lot of issues for
Hmm.
people, this might be something you want to consider. I'm just saying cilantro is a great oil to be having in your home. If you do not have cilantro in your home, I'm going to invite you to get it in your home.
Yeah.
Um, I hope that this like kind of spurs on some ideas for you of how to use it better, how to
Hmm.
use it even more if you already have it. Maybe it's sitting in your case of oils and you have not opened it in a while. Maybe you're one of
Hmm.
those people who thinks that cilantro smells like soap and you want to try it. Or, maybe you're going through some of these health issues we just talked about and you're like, I can try that.
Hmm.
Have that, right?
If you have Revitazine, cilantro's in Revitazine for a reason. And hopefully this episode has helped you understand why it would be part of Revitazine. But using it a la carte, 100%. So I'm honestly going to dust it off because there is a little dust on my cilantro essential oil bottle, I'm not going to lie, and put it to work. But also put it in the places because, like I said, I have two bottles. I'm going to put the other bottle in my bathroom next to my Revitazine and my
Mhm.
castor oil. Like
Yeah.
I have a Revitazine here because I take it sublingually during the day, but when I do my castor packs or just rubbing the castor oil, that is such a simple 5-second thing to do, but it's working for me, and I'm not
Mhm.
doing any work other than the 5 seconds of application.
And if you
You
want to
should see
elevate
Sarah's face.
your,
It was like the mom's face, like, uh-huh, yeah.
yeah, just do it. Like, why are you arguing with me? Do it now. Um, no, but also if you want to elevate your salsa, like your jar salsa, like you buy at the store, get a
Hmm.
toothpick and dip your toothpick into the cilantro. Don't put a full drop in, it might be a little too much, but if do the toothpick method and just kind of go, oh, that needs a little bit more, and put another drop of the on the toothpick, right? Do the
Hmm.
toothpick method in a little bowl of your salsa to just elevate your salsa and get those hint of lime chips and mix them with
Those
your
are so
salsa.
good.
Those are so good. So good. And it elevates it. It makes it taste like restaurant style salsa when you're getting your chips and salsa. So I'm just
Mm,
saying, there's a great little, maybe an after school snack, maybe in between your online classes if you're a college student, maybe you're just like, that just sounds good to just like veg out later after a hard day of work. I think I just want to veg out and like eat some chips and salsa. There you go. It's elevated and makes you feel like you're at a restaurant when you're not.
mm. I just thinking of a recipe one of my teacher friends gave me years ago. She'd always bring it in towards the spring months of the school year, and there's cilantro in it, bunches of cilantro, but the cilantro and lime essential oil into it. Oh my gosh. Okay, can you tell that I'm hungry now? Friends, you were just fed all in all ways of how you can tap in to your bottle of cilantro. But my call to action to you is get a bottle of cilantro if you do not already have it. Sarah, are we ready to tie in the
Yes.
emotional
Let's get
benefits?
into the emotions because the emotions are so good for this. And I really feel like as a mom, as a mom of adult children, I need this emotionally, right? It's the oil of releasing control. And if you have adult children out there in the world, it's so hard. Sometimes you want them to make the best choices in life, and when they don't make best choices, you're like, you want to control a little bit, have a little snippet of control, and you have to
You want
like
to
let
strangle them with
go.
love?
And you have to let go. And yeah, and we try to manage their lives, and it's time for us to let go. So I know for me, this is a good one. Also, I love the fact that it detoxes. We talked about the detoxification of our body, like physically,
Mhm.
right?
Physical.
But it also detoxes our emotional issues as well. It helps as a really good emotional detoxer. And I know in our last episode, we talked about the 90-day cleanse and we talked about the emotions. If you are starting to feel some of that coming up with that 90-day cleanse, and we talked about like what we needed to do for that, this is the oil I would recommend that you put into practice um, for your emotional well-being as well
Mhm.
as your physical. So, we start to unload and release a lot of emotions that are buried deep in our body, our heart, our soul, our just within us and different body
Mhm.
parts and different things. And it really does help. Great, great cleanser for the soul. So I love it. I think I'm like everybody should use this. Like, especially if you're worried or stressed or have a heavy, heavy mental load going on in your life. This is a good one. This is very good.
So in the book, yeah, I agree with you, Sarah. In the book, it states cilantro facilitates emotional cleansing and especially encourages the release of worry and control as it assists individuals in centering in their true self. Cilantro liberates the soul from heavy burdens, embedding the individual, enabling the individual to live light and free. I love that it's a facilitator. Again, these oils don't do the work for us. They allow ourselves to do the work. Facilitates. I think that was a beautiful word that they used in this sentence. It encourages us to do the work. It encourages us to detoxify our negative emotions. Like Sarah said, releasing the burdens on the body, mind, and heart. We work as one. We can't work on one and ignore the other. It'll only get you so far. There's always going to be a cap. There's always going to be a limit of your growth and expansion when there's only one being looked at and catered to. Mind, body, soul, all one. So I love that this is a oil that helps us facilitate the release of control, the release of the things that don't serve us, excessive compulsion issues. If you're feeling constricted, if you feel like you have to control every little thing, and usually when a client, and let's just talk about myself, not clients that I've worked with. When things feel out of control, I'm trying to control things that are not in my control. Play that
Or
back.
or you try to control things, you obsessively control the things that are in control because that's the only thing you can control.
Play that back, guys. Play that back over and over. It will make sense. Listen to it. But it's so, so freaking true. And we're here to tell you that cilantro can be one of those beautiful allies that's working in the background, that's helping you do the work. So why
Yeah.
not? Why the heck not? In the Essential Emotions book, again, get yourself the book. Okay. Companion oils is wintergreen, cypress, cinnamon, peace, cardamom. I have done peace and cilantro together. I didn't even know that it was a companion oil, but I've used peace to help with the grounding and the noise that I had over my anxiousness, fill in the blanks, with cilantro. But it makes perfect sense if you think about it. Sarah, I would love to know how, before we let them go, how you've used cilantro to help with these emotions.
Well, so one of the things it talks about in the book is clinging to or obsessing over material possessions. You know, I mean, it's no secret that I grew up in a hoarder household, right? And
Mhm.
like,
Same. Hmm.
it's no secret that I probably hold on to things way too much and too long, right? Like, if you're all of a sudden shocked by this revelation, there you go. You know now, okay? It should not be a shocking revelation to anyone. But I was just thinking about as I'm paring down, getting rid of things, how how good this would be to diffuse as I'm decluttering.
Yeah, with lemongrass.
Yeah. And I'm not a big lemongrass fan, but I was just thinking, oh, I think I want to try this with lemongrass. I think I want to see because cilantro is a very potent I don't want to say fragrance, but smell, right? Like
Aroma. Aroma.
aroma. Yeah, that's a good word.
Mhm.
Um, it's a really potent one, but so is lemongrass. And I have to tell you, sometimes with lemongrass, I get a little like I don't love lemongrass. Like lemongrass is some days I love it, and other days I'm like, I'm not ready. I can't handle this. But I was thinking if I put this with lemongrass and lemon,
I
I
was
bet it
thinking
would be,
lime. I was
oh,
thinking I was thinking lime
because I
because you
love
already do
those.
this. Yeah, I was thinking you already do the cilantro and lime together for your rice, but lime being the zest of life, lemongrass and cilantro, like play with it. And I'm looking forward to you reporting back to us on what was your combo that was like, oh heck to the yes. Because you
Well,
have some things in your personal life that is going to require a lot of you. And I already know on like the intimate level, you should see Sarah's face. She's
this is
testing
so
this
good,
out.
you guys. Like, if you're not on YouTube and you can't just see like how I grabbed, and I mean, sorry if you saw that, I was like reaching. I probably looked very weird and contorted, but I was reaching back to grab my oils. I've got cilantro, lemongrass, and lime together right now.
Good, huh?
Guys, yeah, I think this is going in the diffuser right after this recording because
Hmm.
I got some
Things to do.
decluttering to do in my life. So I
I
think it's great. I would say if I was going to take a guess of what I'm putting in my diffuser, and this is just my guess at this moment,
hmm
as of the recording, this will be my guess. I will put the actual recipe in the show notes. So here's my
hmm
guess. My guess is that I'm going to probably do 3 cilantro, 3 lemongrass, and 4 lime. So
hmm
3, 3, 4. Okay.
Yeah.
That would be my guess. I may go a little bit heavier on the lime. I may put an extra drop in. But there you go. I'll
Yeah, I
play
was
with
gonna
it till
say
I get the
either
actual recipe.
either go heavier on the lime or maybe subtract lemongrass. Like do 2 lemongrass, 3 cilantro, and 4 lime or 5 lime or something. You'll play with it and you're gonna find the best one that works for you. But I'm really excited. Like I'm really excited for you, Sarah. This is good.
So
This is
good.
good. But how many times, and this is in perfect timing before we get into the scoop, we are in spring. We've stepped into spring. We've been here for just a minute. Spring cleaning is a thing for a reason. But what I want people to connect is you're not just spring cleaning your home, your sanctuary, where you live, where you are. You are decluttering the emotional things that don't need to come with you for the rest of the year. And you do that when you start purging the tangible. They both walk side by side, sometimes one behind the other. If you want to elevate that, then you get to tap into diffusing some of those oils that are going to help you declutter in such a more powerful and intentional way. Yeah.
Let's do it.
I'm really looking forward to this. Sarah, your scoop of the day, what is it? It's
It's going to be this diffuser
yeah.
blend, guys. I that is my scoop. Do this diffuser blend. Also, like, check in with yourself. Check in with your emotions as you're like, we've all heard the like, does this bring me joy? One of my favorite coaches myself for personally, she said the best phrase, and I use this phrase all the time when I pick up stuff and when I'm trying to declutter. Does this inspire me or does this expire me?
Huh,
And
those are good
you
questions.
know, if you're looking at maybe your closet, for example, you're going through your clothing. Does this inspire me? Does this make me feel good? Or do I just wear it because it's comfy? Like, why do I have this? What's the point of this particular item? And I think that really, at least it helps me. I mean, I can get through a lot of decluttering very quickly by going, does this inspire me or does this expire me? Meaning, does it just not bring me joy? And I know you can pick up things and go, does this bring me joy? Does this spark joy or whatever? But I love the inspire me. Does it inspire me? Does it inspire me to do something, to be a better person, to look better, to feel better? Or does it kind of just go, eh? And if it's just an eh, it's out.
Mhm. If
So
it's an it's out. I like that. I do. Thank you, friend. Okay. My scoop of the day is to go into one of the emotions controlling. Again, get yourself the book, the Essential Emotions book. I'm going to read to you a couple of the look deeper questions, and it's up to you to actually do this. If you do, I promise you, you're gonna you're gonna get some things out of it, things that are needing your attention. So there's two look deeper questions. Am I trying to control others' choices or behaviors? Am I trying to control others' choices or behaviors? And then the second one I'm going to leave you with is why am I afraid of allowing other people to choose for themselves? Why am I afraid of allowing others to choose for themselves? I love you. Do the work, and we'll see you in the next one.
thanks for tuning in, and we hope you enjoyed today's episode and are feeling inspired to dive in even deeper into the world of essential oils. Want exclusive offers, content, and recipes? Click on the newsletter link in the show notes today. Looking for even more wellness inspiration? Dive into our previous episodes and stay in the loop by following us on Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram at the Essential Oil Scoop Podcast. Thanks for being a part of our Essential Oil family. And remember, hit the subscribe button to be notified every time we upload a brand new episode.